Ngiphinza ngikubingelele embukeli we-Channel NTV nathi-ke tindzaba takho tethulela ngumnotho Mabuza. Siqala nganaye-ke lethi-ke bafundzi besikhungo semfundo lephakeme laphana-ke eJozi leku-University of Johannesburg babambe-ke umbhikisho kumelana-ke nemithetho wale nyuvesi wekugomisa-ke bafundzi kumkhuhlane we-COVID-19. Le nyuvesi ayibavumeli-ke bafundzi labangakagomeli lo mkhuhlane kwekuthi-ke bafundze kuyo. Mxolisi Manana lo ngichairperson wenyonyane lemeleke bafundzi kule nyuvesi uyasilandzisa.
What is currently happening in the University of Johannesburg is that when students, both students and staff, but I'll particularly remain with students on this one, is that when you access the facilities of the university, you must then produce a vaccine certificate along with your proof of registration. So what we are saying is the SRC, we're saying that we reject this mandatory vaccination policy because this is a draconian policy. We strongly feel that this policy, there was not enough research that was done. Remember, the University of Johannesburg is a center for critical intellectual inquiry, yet there's no research that has been done that is sufficient to come up with such a draconian policy as this.
Kulenye-ke indzaba mbukeli kuthiwa-ke umhlati wetindzaba tepolitiki Richard Colland uthi-ke sinqumo-ke lesentiwe-ke nguleli live leNingizimu Afrika sekungavoti kunange umhlangano wenhlangano yebunyeke bemhlaba i-United Nations General Assembly wekulungisa-ke lithuthuva laphana-ke emkhatsini welive le-Ukraine kanye-ke ne-Russia kutaba-ke nemthelela lomubi kuphindze futhi-ke kulimate tintfo-ke letinyenti kule live. Colland uthi-ke lesento lesi sikhombisa-ke lamave lamanye kwekuthi-ke i-South Africa yesekela-ke mongameli welive le-Russia Vladimir Putin. Emave lang-141 avoteleke kugceka sento-ke se-Russia sekuhlasela-ke i-Ukraine kanti-ke i-South Africa yona ikulawo-ke lang-35 langakavoti.
What South Africa, I think, would say is that the principle here is one of political dialogue. I think the weakness in the position is potential naivety, as I said before, around Putin's stance and his potential good faith or lack of it, but also the question of sovereignty. And although last night's explanatory statement issued after the UN resolution vote, I think did more harm than good because it presented the idea of two nations at war when clearly that isn't the case. There is a powerful nation that's invaded another. On the other hand, that statement did add something to the earlier one, which was a talk of territorial integrity and sovereignty. And indeed, officials in New York that represent South Africa at the UN believed that that was a step forward, that was a strengthening of South Africa's position. However, it didn't play out well in the international arena. What South Africa was seen to be doing was, in effect, appeasing Putin's invasion.
Kuqhubekile-ke nalomuhla kulalelwa-ke Bulawa kwa Tshegofatso Pule laphana-ke enkantolo yamantshi eRustenburg. Pule wabulawa ngenyanga ya June ngeminyaka wa 2020 kanti-ke bekakhulelwe. Inkantolo ikhombise-ke ivideo lekhombisa-ke kugcina kwakhe kubonakala aphuma-ke endlini yaloyo bekathi-ke yasingani sakhe Ntuthuko wakashoba. Ake sikubonise-ke mbukeli lebekwenteka ngekhathi enkantolo lomhla.
The crux of the matter is that it would appear that based on the stills that reflect 2206 and thereafter they show 2209, there was a perception and or a possible inclination that between 2006 and 2009, there must have been an activity of sorts involving a conduct by the accused, whether consistent with guilt or innocent, it's not the point we're making. But what is of significance here that we wish the court to take note of is that as soon as the deceased walked to the vehicle and the accused turned around, it is then that you start having these problems of the time. And the issue, really, the inference that was sought to be
Ngiphethe ke mbukele nganayike lethi ke induna yemaphoyisa kuleli vebheki icele lomhla wethuleke ngokwemthetho oluhlelo lolwatiwa ngale traditional phecelezi noma ke lwatiwa ngelokuthi ke i-traditional policing concept laphana ke eBushbuck Ridge kulesifundza eMpumalanga. Lo mkhankaso uhlose kufaka ke baholi benzabuko ema-traditional leaders kunayike indzaba yetinhlelo ke tahulumende tekunciphisa ke bucala ikakhulukazi etindzaweni ke letisemakhaya.
Aqini isandla amaphoyisa. Le precinct yala yenye indawo ephezulu ngerate. Le precinct yala yenye indawo ephezulu ngemetro. The policing precinct yala yenye indawo edila nama-CIT nama-cashiers. Those eyehlile. Ayingekho i-National Commission, ayingekho i-MEC, ayiphele. Abazi abantu ukuthi mabekhuluma ilanguage enje sizoyikhuluma kangcono leyo language.
Tingako ke mbukelo ye-Channel NTV tindzaba kulesikhathi ke samanje niqhubeke nje nihlale nathi khona ke la ka Channel NTV nisale kahle.